Hello Kenya, tuko Kitengela, we are trying to spread the word. We said that we were going to come to Kitengela to spread the word. That we must take votes, we must register as voters. That youth lazima wakuwe kwa ballot. Na tuko hapa, angalia background. Ndio tunaanza, tuko watu wengi hapa. Nilala kwa sel, tukatolewa tarehe 31st kwa kusaidia Wakenya. Kwa hivyo tunasema serikali inatutumia vibaya. Na ndio sababu tumefika hapa tukisema sisi kama vijana, wamama, wasichana na wazee, 2027 ni sisi tunaleta mabadiliko ambayo tunataka. Kama uko na kipande, chukua kura. Kama bado una kipande na umefika miaka ya kuchukua kipande, chukua kipande na uchukue kura. Ifikapo 2027, tusiwache serikali itubebe ufala. Tunasema Kasongo must go. 2027 ni vijana, wamama, wazee na wasichana ambao wanajali maslahi ya Wakenya. Kwa hivyo nikisema vijana mchukue kura, najua kile namaanisha. Najua marafiki zangu wenye walipigwa risasi na hii serikali. Najua rafiki yangu ambaye alipigwa na risasi kwa kichwa. Ingawaje bado wako uhai, lakini
we need to support women and youths in politics. We need to make sure that there is political literacy. We need to make sure that civic education, manze. Us as the youth, because nobody else is coming to save us. We need to do these things. Right now, there's no other time, manze. We need to do these things because 2027 is here. As these politicians are trying to campaign and make sure that we go back to the tribal lines and make sure we go back to the Mutuetu syndrome and make sure that we go back to the politics of Kupewa 50 Bombay you vote. We need a different kind of politics. We need politics that focus on things like healthcare. We need to politics that focus on policies like youth employment. We need politics that focus on things like climate action. We need politics that focus on things like education. We need politics that focus on things like youth empowerment. We need politics that focus on things like women empowerment. We need politics that focus on things like accountability, transparency, and honesty. We don't need this kind of nonsensical politics tunaletewa sahi manze. We are the youths and we are the ones that we are going to make sure that we bring the change that we want. Unaona right now, siji politicians wanakuja wapi and wapi. That is good because we need to also have a broad-based system of governance and everybody is included. Actually, using inclusivity is the best. But when they come and say that, you know, wakisia mwezi ongoza because you have a smaller number, you know, wakikamba you can't ongoza because of this. No, we want politics that are based on agendas and policies, and we need actual merits to make sure that when we are going to vote for you, tumepitia karatasi, we've seen that you can work. We've seen what you have been doing. We've seen your policies and make sure that you are the leader that we want. So if you are going to take us for granted, remember that youths right now and the current Kenya know what they want. We have civic education, we have political education, we have political literacy, and we have all the information that we want to learn. So you as the leader, take care, and you as the current Kenyan, the current citizen, make sure that these leaders are held accountable of whatever is going to happen. Bring me back to the days when politicians walikuwa nakimbizwa church. We need to strengthen devolution and local accountability. Bring me back to the days when politicians walikuwa nakimbizwa church. Bring me back to the days when youth walikuwa wanakaa chini wana analyze the finance bill and they present it to the people or to the public who don't understand it. Bring me back to the days when youth could hold forums. Bring me back to the days that youth took to the street to champion for abolition of the finance bill. We don't need to give these leaders a chance to do a lot of nonsensical things. When we have 2.5 years for them to make change, actually, they can start focusing on their campaigns. Ikifika huko 2026 actually December. We have a lot of time, manze, to make sure that these things are actually accomplished and actualized.
Okay. I don't know if this will inspire somebody, but let me just tell you. So hii mwaka ilianza for me on a very rough patch. Actually 30th December ndio we were arrested alongside Okia Mtata na vitu kama hizo. Then come January
nikaibiwa simu nini. Actually I spent like January, February I was very broke. Then something happened. I met Jenny Molen, US influencer. Okay, hapo ndo vitu zikaanza kwenda poa. Then I decided that I'm going to do my business. I'm going to start my event. You know, I've never been to event spaces. I've never created an event, and I just tried. Nilisema wacha ni try. Then now I did my first edition. Actually, you see, I did my first edition on 20th April. Then boom, 28th of April ndio hiyo Blood Parliament ikatokea. You see, it was released, but it was done a while back. Kidogo ndio hiyo came with a new fame, and I'm just happy that right now I think niko in a better place. I think things are going well for me. And for you, when you go in, just know that things will be well. Wallahi, things are going to work out. Things are just going to work out if you put in the work. Because I never knew that I could be doing my second edition of my event. That is Vice and Thread. Yeah. So if you put in the work, man, the things will work out. I just want to say that I really love whatever is happening. By the way.
My name is Odhiambo Jiro. My name is Julius Tamamu. My name is Elisha Chiang Alam. My name is Marvin James Saboka.
Claudio.
Stephen Owoko.
Ademba Alans. Joshua Okayo.
Okio Mtata. Fabian Ochieng.
Victor Chieng Bonyo.
Gayo Ahomo.
Benjamin Moura.
James Ochieng Wandabu. Ian Obongo. Cosmos James.
Wewe mwenyewe.
Na wewe?
Wewe
ni nani?
Emmanuel Baraka Ungao.
People power. Power. People power. Power. We have been abducted by the police and their brothers to Central Police Station in Nairobi. In Nairobi. We pray and we hope that they will not disappear us into forests, rivers, and
Vying for seats in the national government come 2027 is one of the most prudent things that we can do as a country, as Gen Zs, as youths, because actually, saying the facts right, 75% of Kenyan population are youths, meaning over 4 million Kenyans, or maybe over 3 million Kenyans are youths. And if we vie for national seats, in the upcoming election, we are going to make a biggest change ever. This is going to be the biggest change ever because, okay, if we vie for MPs, if we vie for MCAs, if we vie for governors, if we vie for senators. For example, everything is possible. Muliona jana, there's a 36-year-old who was appointed the chancellor of Cooperative University. Was it Cooperative University? I hope I'm right. 36-year-old. So if a 36-year-old become a chancellor at a university, what of you? Because we can all occupy these seats. And I'm not going to wait for all my time, period kuisha before niseme. I just want to say this. Youth being in the government or being the most, niseme aje, if we vie or we vote in the national government in the upcoming elections, that's the best thing that is ever going to happen to us. So, but thank you. Me, I'm always championing for youth, and that's why I always believe that youth empowerment is the best thing ever. I myself have been trying to do that through a lot of platforms, which I can't say right now because you are going to politicize this thing and ruin my whole business and whatever I've been doing outside there. You know, right now, ukijaribu kusema kitu atasema, oh, you are doing something political. But youth, let's focus on occupying most of the seats come 2027. Thank you, guys. Okay, did you know that kwa Data Protection Act, yenye kwa the Finance Bill 2025, is going to give government access to your bank statements, bank records, your M-Pesa messages, like all the transactions that you do literally. Were you aware of that? Okay, nimejaribu kupitia the Finance Bill. It's nimeona there are a lot of changes, but I'm really spooked on this. Because while, okay, naelewa, there is something that need to be done, kuangalia the trace of money and everything. But, like, okay, somebody explain it to me. Mimi sio mtu wa finance, but somebody please explain it to me.
Nasikia tena mshaleta Finance Bill 2025. With the same impunity, with the same force, you want to impose it on us. From the word go, we say we reject the Finance Bill, we reject the Finance Bill.
This is another 30 seconds to remind you that we have to register as voters. Let us just register as voters. Tukue tuna kura zetu 2027. Mimi, I don't care if the video itaparalyze, but I just want you guys to register as voters, you know. Because that's the only change that we can do. Okay, I've been spreading this word, I know, for the longest time possible. But if you could register as voters, man, that thing would be crazy. Imagine 75% of us as youths taking part in the votes kwa kupiga kura, just electing one leader. That means that tunaweza chagua the leader that we want. 2027 is already here. IBC washa pewa di chairman. So please make sure that we reach our voters. Now, stop making the comment section atinda.
Richard Onyonka, Senator Richard Onyonka na anaongea pale katika mtandao, namuona anasema kwamba deportation of Miguna
Okay.
and other issues should not disqualify Fred Matiang'i from running for president.
Okay.
Anasema, show me one man of the presidential aspirants who has better record. We are nearly all the same. Thugs, crooks. Anasema we must understand that we don't have angels.
Okay.
Amesema yani hawa presidential candidates ambao tuko nao
Wote wako na blanda zao.
Akasema we are nearly all the same. Thugs and crooks. Asema we should understand that we don't have angels.
So natuambia kwa ufupi kwamba Kenyans prepare for the same. Just prepare for the same dish.
Hiyo statement
prepare for the same buffet.
Inanchoma roho yangu. Hiyo statement inanchoma. Na ikataa sana.
I tend to agree with my brother Onyonka. Nakubaliana naye by the way.
Na ikataa sana hiyo statement Mwashumbe. Na ikataa sana.
Ndio kweli mama.
Ndio hiyo ambayo wanasiasa wanapenda kutuweka katika cup fulani. Katika kikombe fulani ama inaitwa nini ile mkoba. Mkoba fulani ya kikapu
basket.
Kwamba hawa ndo tuko nao. Na hawa wote ni wezi, ni thugs and crooked. So hatuna mtu mwingine, lazima tuelewe hivyo. Tuko na watu wengine.
Wako wapi?
Na kuuliza Mwashumbe.
Ndio.
Omtata. Kesi zake ngani? Umesikia wewe?
No, Omtata.
Amekuwa mfisadi wapi? Ameiba nani? Ameua nani?
Omtata jukumu lake kubwa hapa nchini Kenya limekuwa ni kutetea katiba.
Hayuko pale kwa thugs.
Ni kutetea katiba.
Lakini hayuko kwa thugs and crooks.
Lakini si anafai.
Anafai.
Omtata is also vying for president.
Ndio maana anasema hapa Onyonka kwamba ati anasema hapa. Si amesema hapa kabisa. Show me one of the presidential aspirants who has a better record. Akasema we are nearly all the same, thugs and crooks. Okia Omtata sijamsikia kwa thugs.
So we can answer Onyonka kumwambia kwamba Okia Omtata.
Yes.
Na ametangaza kwamba anataka azma ya uraisi.
Kabisa.
Na kama ametangaza anataka azma ya uraisi.
Yes.
Swali, do Kenyans want Okia Omtata as the president?
Hilo ndo swali.
Are they going to vote for Okia Omtata as the president?
Lakini
are they ready for Okia Omtata as president?
Hilo ndo swali.
If they are not ready, why?
Hiyo ndo swali. But usijaribu kutuweka kwa mahali kusema ati wote ndio hawa wezi tu, ati ni hawa. Anaitwa nani? Maraga. Amesema anataka kuwa rais ama hajasema? Amesema
pia anataka kuwa rais.
Umemsikia kwa mahali ya uthags na ukrooks?
Can Maraga pull the same crowd the way Matiang'i alipull crowd upande wa Kisii?
Hilo ndo swali.
Can he pull the same crowd?
Hilo ndo swali.
So if we cannot pull the same crowd ile ambayo Matiang'i alipull, why?
Hilo ndo swali. Lakini usijaribu kutuambia kwamba ati wale tuko nao ni wezi tu, lazima mchague kati ya hawa wezi.
Wako watu wazuri katika community.
Msituambie lazima mchague, ati lazima Wakenya mchague kati ya hawa wezi. Msituambie hivyo. Sio lazima.
It will be a very great mistake to betray the blood of those who lost their lives on the street, whose brains were splattered after being shot by police, fighting for better governance, to just join in an opposition that is not offering a better future, that is not offering justice, that will not audit the debt because they are the source of the debt, that will not pursue corruption because they are corruption itself.
You call them tumbocrats as well. First of all, what do you mean?
Tumbocrats are people that are greedy. You know, there is greed that is in Kenya that is amazing. You see, we expect you to steal if you are needy. If you are hungry, you can steal food. We may justify it. But we have people now who steal even what they don't need. Your shoe is size 45. But you steal somebody's shoes who is size 42. It is called the primitive acquisition of wealth. Most of these people that we are talking about, they are not poor.
Primitive accumulation. of wealth.
Primitive accumulation of wealth. These people that we are talking about, they are not poor. No. I can tell you their net worth, some of them. Mithika Linturi's net worth, 530 million. Sorry. Rigathi Gachagwa's net worth in the billions. Eugene Wamalwa's net worth when he appeared before Parliament in 2020, 400 million shillings. They are not poor.